is Doc Hendricks.
Bring it on. Want some, get some. Can I get a hell yeah? Yes, I am a pirate. You have to go with the pirates because, of course, they have cannons and everything. It's a pirate's life for me. Be proud of who you are and what you are. You're pirate.
It is a first down. Pirates.
Because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. When you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it.
I think I've ever been in a building as loud as that was. It was deafening in there.
You live with Omaha? I can promise you that. And a triple all night long in Eastern North Carolina.
You're watching The Sports Objective, the podcast for Pirates.
My heart is purple and gold. I'm a pirate down of my soul, and I don't back down, not at all. Find out when the cannons explode.
All right, welcome in to Extra Innings here on the Sports Objective. The Pirates are 4-0 this week as they get wins over UNCW back on the midweek game, and then the sweep. I think he's got his broom ready. The sweep of Charlotte over the weekend. And we'll start with, ladies and gentlemen, Kyle from LaGrange Barber. How are you?
Kyle.
Kyle's doing well.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Bad Street, USA, in LaGrange, North Carolina, it is me. It is the one and only Kyle from LaGrange.
Yes, sir. He's ready. He's pumped up. He's excited because the Pirates are undefeated this week, 4-0. First time it happened.
Oh my God, he's playing that in the background.
Yeah, that was a non-copyrighted Bad Street USA ripoff. I think we can get away with that. What's going on, guys? We were referencing Michael PSAs before the show, so I just thought I'd give you all a little Bad Street USA that hopefully doesn't break copyright rules. Yeah, big week for the Pirates, 4-0, sweep of Charlotte in conference play, beat Wilmington midweek. The biggest thing about all that was RPI suddenly up to 31, just that quick. So, we still got pitching issues, still a lot of pitching woes, a lot of pitching injuries. We might get a couple of guys back here towards the latter part of April. But, my question is, what we did this week, is it sustainable? Can these bats stay alive like this? And can we keep this going? If we can, then we're in good shape. All we got to do is just keep winning.
I'll tell you what, when you win.
Dave's
huge...
not here. Dave's not here.
Dave's not here, man.
Right here.
There you go, Dave.
You froze up. You froze up.
Well, that's because we have a huge audience already, guys. I was saying, Alan Vick, when you win, you have a huge audience. We're already.
There he goes again. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Just want to say.
Dave, leave and come back.
Just want to say happy Easter to everybody, first of all. Happy Easter.
Yeah.
Great Easter weekend for the Pirates, for sure.
Yeah, it was. And, good point. We should have opened with that. Not Bad Street USA, Alan. But, happy Easter to all the listeners. And Alan Vick is you've already been welcomed in. So now I will welcome in the king of stats himself, ladies and gentlemen. He's got so many names. He's JR. He's Johnny Stats. From two locations, Summering in Greenville, North Carolina, making his permanent residence in Virginia. It's Johnny Stats Robertson.
Good evening, fellas. I want to just expand on Alan's thing out there and wish everybody. Oh, am I muted?
No, you're good. You're good, JR.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, I hope everybody had a blessed, Easter, and that's that. Like you said, Kyle, should have opened with that. But let's get to baseball. Man, this Pirate train is rolling, and we're racking up some stats that we haven't done previously or haven't done for a while. So, like you said, let's hope it continues, and we'll get more into some of those numbers, later in the show.
Alan, if you can't hear JR, he was fine. You probably just need to leave and come back too.
I'm back. Yeah.
Dave, welcome back.
There we go.
And Dave, you want to welcome? You want to introduce Stevie? He hasn't been introduced yet. This is a great
Hello,
start to the
ladies
show.
and gentlemen, from the control room in Lasker, North Carolina. He's a commissioner in Lasker. He does it all. And on the fly, he has every podcast known to man. Stevie Fly, on the fly.
What's up, guys? Happy Easter, everybody. I'm currently sitting here watching some UFL football. I mean, I don't know if you guys tuned into that or not, but they had a great halftime show. Ludicrous in the halftime show. But yeah, it's football, guys. It's football. I know that we're talking about baseball tonight, but I haven't seen football in a while, so I'm watching this UFL game.
That's ludicrous.
It is ludicrous. And all I got to say to Kyle right now is doot. Dude.
You notice Dave tried to top my interest of Alan with his interest of you, Stevie?
Alan can't hear us, I think. He's getting frustrated down there.
Yeah, no, I heard you. I can hear you, but I can't hear Kyle, or I see Mal's moving. I don't know what's going on.
You can't hear Kyle? Can you hear Dave?
Talk to me, Dave.
Hey, brother, what's up?
No, can I hear Dave?
All right.
Talk to me, Goose.
Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody?
You're fine, so I'm going to back out again. That's right, guys.
I wonder, I mean, I've sabotaged
Dave talks
this
about
whole podcast. Alan's being tortured by only being able to hear me tonight. So that's I'll tell you what, I'll relay the messages to Alan then. Y'all just tell me.
It's hysterical. Dave says we have a big audience to start the show, and I'm sure they've all left by now.
Yep.
But anyway, we're going to run them off one at a time. But guys, you look at this week. It started midweek with the Bats against Wilmington in an insane game, and you kind of wondered, a lot of win-aided balls that night, if that was just a one-off or just midweek baseball. And the Bats just stay alive the whole weekend. And, Thursday, kind of a dominant performance. Same with Saturday. And we look back at all the games. We ain't going to break them down one by one. But Friday night's game 2 of the series, which would traditionally be the Saturday night game, was one of the most entertaining games I've watched ECU play in a long time.
Absolutely. I was at the game, Kyle, and I watched the last couple of innings from the parking lot because I went out there to try to change our luck. And I went out there, they had the game on the TV, and we start hammering the ball. So I stayed out there until we secured the victory. So it was an interesting dynamic. We could hear the crowd clapping before we could see what was going on. So we knew, and the lights would flash. So it was an interesting way to watch a game. I'm not going to do it again, but hey, I wasn't gonna take any chances there and blow that game for Pirate Nation.
Yeah, because you standing in the parking lot made a difference.
100%.
Yeah, I got in the shower and I missed the 7th inning rally, so I think it was because I was in the shower. I think you standing in the parking lot was just a waste of time.
Okay.
Here we go.
He's in the dark.
Hey, first you had Bass Street USA, and now you got
Wildfire.
Here's Wildfire, Justin Butts.
Woo!
Yes, sir. What's up?
What's going on, guys? Everybody doing all right?
Doing great.
Yes, sir. How about you? Happy Easter.
Fired up.
Yes,
Heck of a weekend.
Yeah. Where did you go, Justin?
I am actually in my bathroom right now, so
I'm not touching that one.
I've told you I had something going on, Dave.
The question is, can Justin do number 2 things at once?
Can he do number 2 things at once? I got you.
Oh boy.
I'm a jack of all trades, actually.
Well, don't be talking about jacking in the bathroom and then while we're doing a podcast, Justin. That's just not. Justin, this week, as we were just talking about, the Bats come alive. We were talking about Friday night's game, which was just back and forth. That was a long damn game. I was in Emerald Isle when that game started, listening to it on the radio at 6:00, and I had taken a shower and was sitting down watching the night. I mean, how long was that game? Like 4 hours and 15 minutes.
Well, the first inning was an hour.
Yeah.
The Charlotte pitcher in that first inning, I'm talking about the see, this Saturday, Friday, Thursday
you're
thing
talking
is
about
messing with
Saturday
me.
game now. I'm
Yeah,
talking about the back and forth game on Friday.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Yeah, but I mean, you want to talk about the Saturday game? That's fine. We're no particular order.
No, I knew I would get messed up with Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I knew it would happen.
Let's just say game 1, game 2, game 3.
There you go. I like that. Let's do it.
So, the game 2 is the one we were talking about that was back and forth, and it was a long damn game. I don't know how long it was. Somebody put that in the comments if you know how long game 2 was, which was the Friday night game. That was the back and forth. But like I said, I started listening to that game at Emerald Isle and made it home, took a shower.
3 hours, 45 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Like I say, it was a long game. It was the length of a football game, and but very entertaining. And last week we go 1-3. We're all sitting here, kind of depressed. You look at you losing walk off against Duke. You lose at walk off in game 3 against UTSA. It was so close to being a good week, but instead it was a disappointing week. And JR was calling. He said we need to go 4-0 this week. And everybody else was kind of happy with 3-1. And I won't say JR got it right because he didn't say we were going to go 4-0, but that's what he was calling for. And JR, you got what you wanted. And I think you got to be surprised with how fast our RPI jumped up.
I really am. I really am, Kyle. It's weird this season. There's a lot of teams that are struggling, and you mentioned pitching. There's a lot of teams that are having pitching issues. A lot of teams losing at home. It's open. It's wide open this season. So I feel like our bit of a slow start isn't as fateful as it could have been, under in other seasons.
I agree, and our strength of schedule is pretty high. And we may get a couple pitchers back, according to IGO, before the month is over. So, can we keep winning right now? It's the question I have with the pitching staff we got. This fan base is really going to get fired up. You beat Wilmington, you beat Charlotte 3 in a row. If you can beat Duke midweek next week, it'll be at a fever pitch when we play Tulane. Of course, that's on the road. But, how we love winning in-state games, and we've done 4 in a row. Now, can you get Duke and make it 5 in a row? I wonder who Dave's going to be pulling for in that one.
All the way.
John White said after today, the RPI went up to 29, Kyle.
Oh, wow. Okay. I posted that maybe too early. You know what, John? I didn't even realize many teams were playing today. I thought that everybody kind of finished up yesterday because of the holiday today. But when I posted that 31 this afternoon or this morning from Warren Nolan, I thought all games were final. So interesting, up to 29. That's freaking awesome.
And John, I did have a question too. We talk about, I want to ask John before I forget this. We talk all the time about some of our players being in a slump as far as hitters are concerned. How about pitchers? You're a former pitcher. Is that something where a pitcher can be in a slump?
Oh, I think I can answer that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
of course.
I think I can answer that. Go for it, JR.
I'm waiting. No, I'll defer to John. Well, actually, John doesn't have a mic, so of course, Dave. Of course, pitchers. We have some. Currently, it's just how long does the slump last, and what do you do to get out of it? That would be an interesting thing to listen, John, talk about how they got out of slumps.
Yeah, or maybe what Dave was kind of alluding to is were you kind of wondering the difference between a pitching slump and a hitting slump?
I was saying that on purpose because I know there are, but because we do have, I'm just curious about Friday night's performance with Ethan Norby.
I mean, Norby.
I'm trying to set things up for you guys.
I'll put that up. It wasn't a good performance by Norby. We managed to win anyway. I'll tell you what, that lends itself to Norby having a good performance Friday. I also wonder if Norby's arm was a little tired, because the fact that Cliff didn't start him on Thursday and moved him to his normal starting day of Friday tells me he needs 7 full days to recover.
Well, they did a lot of Charlotte did that. There's a lot of that's like the strategy. It's just a strategy to keep him on the same day.
Dave, I wouldn't even say that Norby's in a slump. I mean, I think the fact that we won that game and he didn't get an L and he feels good that, he didn't let the team down. Norby's attitude is probably different than most. I've heard the term bulldog used over and over and over again. He doesn't I don't think he's the type of personality that gets down if something doesn't go 100% his way. And I feel like every start that he makes, he's expecting to dominate. And I feel like that's how he'll feel, at Tulane.
He's a great pitcher with a great attitude, but the fact of the matter is he has struggled. I mean, except for that one outing, he has struggled. Considering all the press preseason, and the hype, and he's still a really good pitcher that can go out and dominate any time. But overall, he has struggled.
What's his ERA?
It's somewhere. Where is it, Johnny? Somewhere in the five.
Norby's ERA.
Yeah.
I don't have that right in front of me, but he's probably over 4 at this point. But
yeah.
Johnson, 7 days of rest would have old school pitchers rolling in their graves. Haha.
Yeah.
Okay, he's 4.12.
4.12 ERA. Okay, so you got to get the ERA to come down a little. Although you're a starting pitcher, you throw a lot of innings, but you want it to be a little better than that. Saying he struggled, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say that. I don't think he's pitched up to preseason hype. That's for sure. But that leads a lot of good pitching left to come from Norby. I would expect him to follow up this week's performance. Got the W. With he pitched a hell of a game last week at UTSA, so I would expect him to follow up this week's performance. I can't say bounce back because we won the game, but having a better performance this Friday against Tulane. I don't give a damn if he has the same performance he had this past week against Charlotte. If we win, I'd rather win 12-10 than lose 2-0.
Oh, of course. I'm simply saying that the fact is, like Alan saying, there was a lot of hype coming in, and pitcher, all the accolades, and he definitely has the tools. I'm not trying to put him down. I'm just simply saying, like,
no, but I agree. He's not, been quite as he hasn't been as elite as advertised. But
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we've been talking about other teams' pitchers struggling. I just feel like, we've won 4 of his last 4 starts. We've won every one of them, and in the conference play is what's important. And UAB, he held to 1 run in 6 innings. UTSA, he shut out in 7 innings.
Yeah.
So let's give him a break. I think he's fine. I don't think I think he's fine.
He's definitely the best we got. What are the conference standings after this weekend? Okay, go ahead, Dave.
So UAB, the Pirates were right there in the middle, right? So when they won the 3 games, here we go. We're literally tied for second place, guys. UAB is 7-2. UTSA is 6-3. We're 6-3.
Okay.
South Florida and Wichita State tied for third at 5-4. Then you have Rice and Tulane at 4th place with tied for 4th with 4 wins, 5 losses. Charlotte and Memphis 3-6 tied for 5th, and then you have Florida Atlantic dead last at 6th.
Yeah, I be interested to see if UAB keeps winning. And the good thing is, if they keep winning, we keep winning. We got the head-to-head with them. South Florida, so far, not looking as good in conference play as they did out of conference. I don't know. There's a lot of baseball to be played, and we're in good position to have a good shot to win the conference in the regular season.
I agree, Kyle.
And by the way, John White brings up a great point. Luke Payne showed something that would be a huge boost if he can repeat his performance. Can't overstate that.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. Luke's been warming up in the bullpen and not getting, his shot. We pitched Alex Boucher a few times and Luke never got in. But you know what? That kid he's another one that doesn't get down. I think you have to, if you're a pitcher, you just can't let stuff like that affect you. And he came in and made the most of it for sure. Looked good.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about Luke. we were talking about Luke last show, and he comes in and has a great performance. Great performance.
Dave, I talked to his dad, and his dad told me that Luke had other offers from other big schools, but he told his dad he loved Greenville and he wants to win another ring. He's got a ring because he won a championship at Tennessee. He said, I feel like I can get another ring at East Carolina. I like the guy just because of that. I mean, and you know, that's a pretty strong statement.
No doubt. Yeah, the one good thing is that we went out this year, guys, and got a lot of depth, and that has definitely helped us be able to at least hang in there, so to speak, because if not, if we were looking at last year, we would be more behind the eight ball versus where we are now. And what a difference a week makes, like the cliche says, right? So last week you have a tough week, and this week you have a great week. And I tell you what, Johnny, I will just say this. I was disappointed because I had nothing to do last night. We get the sweep, and I was hoping to spend a lot of time, and everybody just kind of left like that.
Oh, yeah, I know. I had to go, though. I was on a tight schedule, Dave, because I had to leave early this morning to make it for Easter lunch, and I had a lot of yard work that I've been neglecting all weekend because of baseball. So I was going to go to tiebreakers with y'all, but I just couldn't fit it in the schedule and stay married anyhow.
Hey, I'm sure that was fun. I was in New Bern with a radio station function last night, but I'm sure, man, the tiebreakers thing, I'm sorry I missed that. That would have been fun.
Yeah, I went there, and sorry, Justin, I should have put that in the next time. I will put that in the group chat, and maybe we can get Kyle and people out of their house and come and hang out.
Did you sign autographs for tiebreakers, Dave?
Nobody knew who I was, so I did meet a gentleman. I think his name was Doug Askew, and he patted me on the shoulder and said that he listens to us every Sunday night.
Oh yeah,
so I want to
Doug Askew. Did he say where he was from?
He did not. He told me that he listened.
Glasses.
I haven't asked you on my street.
Yeah.
That's a common
name. I know a
Doug
Askew. Doug Askew I've known for a while from a Husky, and he's an ECU fan.
Okay, maybe.
I've seen that name too. But yeah, it's funny. Yesterday I was in Greenville, and literally came back home, and I was in Greenville at the start of the. All right, so I met friends at NC Spice in Greenville for lunch, and then got to the truck, turned the game on, and we were up 12-0 or whatever it was in the first inning, because by this time it was like the third inning, and came home and watched the rest of the game when I got home. So I left Greenville to watch the game.
We got it up to 14-0 one time, and then they cut it. I think we were on the phone, Kyle, and I said, well, at the end of the third quarter, ECU
yeah.
14-3.
I just got home around the time we were on the phone, so whatever. But I turned it on in the truck, but I can't remember what the score was. But it was already out of hand.
Yeah, Steve, you're right. It was 14-0 because we had scored 21 unanswered runs.
Yeah,
we had 7 the night before, and then 14. So
we scored something like for the week. Speaking of runs, didn't we score
53?
53 runs. Okay, I thought
53 runs. That's for the. But here's the thing: we only batted 28 innings worth of at bats. So if you extrapolate that to runs per 9 innings, we were at 17.04 runs per 9 innings of at bats. So you can't ask for much more than that.
Well, Alan wants 20. So
hey, we might get it. We might get it.
Just so cool to see the bats come alive consistently. You get down 8-1, whatever it was Friday night, you come roaring back. That's what we've been waiting for and waiting to see all year long.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, Friday night will be known, thank you to Johnny, as the shower game for Kyle from LaGrange.
Yeah. I'm going to need therapy every time I think about that. But
good Lord.
If we get down 8-1 at any point in the rest of the season, Kyle immediately has to stop what he's doing and jump in the shower.
We have to have the Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin soap.
Yeah.
That's correct.
I think for that, you might need a Mysterio Magic one day, Kyle.
Well, you create the magic, yeah. Yeah, no. I look if getting if getting in the shower, has a seventh causes a seventh inning rally, or if Jr. going to the parking lot causes the seventh. Maybe it's a combination of the two. Maybe anytime we get down, I got to get in the shower, and Jr.'s got to go to the parking lot.
I think, Kyle, the next progression is you have to shower in the parking lot.
Yeah. With
we
you,
can't take
Jr.
any chances here.
I do not.
We have to shower in the parking lot together, Jr. That's what we have to do.
Oh my God!
I'll take the loss.
Hello.
with stone cold soap.
Jr. with the simple, quick response. I'll take the loss.
Hey, Justin.
I would take the loss too, JR. Don't feel like you're alone there.
Hey, Wildfire. Would you take the L there, or would you take one for the team?
I believe I would take one for the team there.
No, sir. I would.
There you go. Take one for the team.
No,
All right.
no.
There you go. I'll watch your back.
Oh
Justin.
boy, we gotta watch that.
You watch my back. I'll watch yours, Wildfire.
I would shower.
Don't drop the soap.
I would shower with Kyle as many times as necessary to get the win, boys. I'm just going to tell you straight up.
Thank you, Alan. We'll have the cleanest balls in baseball.
Thank you, Lee Knife.
All I got to say is you guys love some ECU athletics. That's for sure.
Hey.
Well, Stevie.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
It's all about water conservation as well, guys.
That's right.
That's true. That's true.
Alan has always been about water conservation.
Water conservation, yeah.
As long as I've known him.
Yeah.
John says, Johnny, I stopped watching 2 on Friday and checked score. Refused to go back to watching till the end.
See? Well,
I had a feeling that whole damn night that we were going to come back and win that game. I just had that feeling, and we did, and then in the top of the ninth when they had 2 on or 3 on with 1 out, and then they
3 on.
Yeah, 3 on.
With
1 out, and then back-to-back outs to end the game. Because I felt at that point, I was like, Jesus Christ, we're going to have to win it at the bottom of the ninth. But then we got those 2 outs and ended it without having to play any baseball in the bottom of the ninth. And I really think ending it there was a bit of a catalyst to the momentum we came out with on Saturday in Game 3.
It definitely did. And one question I want to ask you, Kyle, because you brought it up last week. Did you feel like the guys were playing a lot looser this week than last week?
Yes. And I was going to ask. That's what I was about to ask the question earlier. What do you guys allude to the bats coming alive? What do you guys think contributed to the bats coming alive so much? Yeah, they were playing looser, but what was the catalyst behind that? Was it what led to that play? Was it just they came alive against Wilmington in that wind, and that kind of created momentum, or
that's what Cliff said.
Yeah, so it was the Wilmington game just creating momentum. I hope it continues. I hope the guys keep having fun. You see the return of the birdhouse.
I like that one.
Yep. Saw that. You just wonder if there was something internally, maybe a players-only meeting. I don't know.
They actually had it's great that you said that, Alan. I forgot about that. They had a players-only meeting when they got back from UTSA. I know that for a fact. We have some sources that told us that. And so, Wildfire. And so they had a players-only meeting when they got back from San Antonio last weekend. And I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but they definitely did on Sunday. That would have been late Sunday night.
Yep. That shows you the commitment coming all the way back from UTSA. Everybody's tired. It's probably late. And they decided to get together and just have a little powwow. And that shows you a lot. And that shows you the commitment that these kids have.
And we talked about this team not having a leader, but I would definitely say there's leadership if you have a team-only meeting after a tough week. And on top of that, you're coming all the way back from San Antonio with 2 walk-offs in the week.
Yep.
Yeah, you're starting to see some guys step up maybe in leadership roles. Go ahead, Jared.
I was going to say, I also feel like we discussed the DH issue, just not being able to, make the DH spot pay off. Jack Herring, I think that's our guy. I mean, he was 4 for 7, 3 runs, 4 RBIs, a lot of walks. That was my suggestion on Igo's show, his midday show. I said I feel like we need to take Davin and Jack and make them right field and DH. I don't care who does what, but like I said, he thinks that maybe Jack's more comfortable actually just DHing, and Davin's, they're both good right fielders. So, it worked out well for us. It worked out really well.
Look, we have, I know we like to tweak things, but I was telling Johnny, I think it was last night, we just need to leave it. Just like you said, Davin's got a great bat. He's playing great in right field. And when you have Herring, he's lighting it up. And that's a position. I know that doesn't sound like much, but the DH position is very important. And when you have that bat, he's hot as a firecracker, like the cliche, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, and they also have moved up Davin to what, second in the lineup now?
Yeah. I mean, you have to.
And the thing is, we took advantage of every opportunity that Charlotte gave us, because they were not good in the field, especially Friday night, and we took advantage. We made them pay every time they made a mistake.
Yeah, we did that, and you're right. There was a lot of times Friday night where, we were scoring runs off of their mistakes or little dribblers or just, one off the glove here and there. But they all count the same.
And those are things that hadn't happened early in the season. We weren't getting the little breaks with the dribblers and, things like that. And when things like that start to turn around, sometimes it snowballs. And it certainly has over the last, 4 games or so.
No doubt. And I think that the law of averages are coming back in our favor. We had some unlucky things happen, like you said. And also, when you look at our schedule, Tulane's tour, we have, I believe, FAU towards the end of the season. They're dead last. I think there's the conference play. We're going to definitely be able to play a lot better on the going down the stretch.
Hey, that last weekend is going to have UAB at UTSA. That could be. I never thought that would be a thing with UAB, but at this point. And they have Wichita State at home. They could sweep again. There's only been 3 sweeps so far in the American. UAB has 2 of them, and we have 1 of them. So, and they're 9-0 since we beat them in the first 2 games. They've won 9 in a row since then.
Yeah. So, like I say, if they keep winning, we keep winning. That head-to-head could really matter.
Yeah.
The way things are shaping up, guys, it's going to be wild down in Clearwater. It's going to
it will be.
Is that because you're going, Alan?
I wish. I get invited every year. A friend of mine named Buddy Medlin, who helps me with DH Conley football, goes every year. He always invites me, so I got to take that invitation one of these years, or try to.
Well, if it's going to be wild, you need to be there.
Man, I would love to be. It's so tough, unfortunately, as it is for all of us in the middle of the week, with work and such. But that's on my bucket list, I promise you.
We have a guy on the show named Wildfire, and it's supposed to be wild down there this year. Wildfire, are you going?
Planning on it, actually, guys. I'm actually planning on it. If I can work into my schedule.
Bring me back a Frenchie's T-shirt.
We'll do it.
That's a great ballpark and a great place, and I'm going to go. I promise you, I'm going to go.
It is, like I said, it is on the bucket list, and if I can work it out this year, I'm going to try.
Kenny said we need a packed house Tuesday night against Duke.
Boy, I'll tell you what, any chance they're going to move that first pitch up for that game, I'm worried about that, because talking about temperatures down around 41 Tuesday night. So I was wondering if that might get moved up to 4 o'clock. Let's see. Let me check the forecast here.
Yeah, it's gonna be chilly. It's gonna start warming back up, I believe, on Wednesday slowly, and by the weekend, coming up weekend looks great. But Kyle's right. I think it's gonna be a little nippy on Tuesday night for Duke.
And please God, we need that game, because that'll be great. We beat Duke, and then we have at Tulane. We could Johnny will get 4-0 week. Let's try for that again. By the way, I got to give a shout out. My business partner, Mark, is a big East Carolina fan. He was upset with me. He said, "You only picked 2 out of 3 with Charlotte. They're going to win the whole year. They're going to sweep." And I was like, "Man, it's been tough this year." I didn't say 0 out of 3. I said 2 out of 3. He said, "I'm telling you right now, they're going to sweep." So I forgot to give him a shout out at the beginning of the show, because he called it on Thursday.
Yeah, quickly on the weather. 66 for the high Tuesday. Tuesday night first pitch is going to be around 61 degrees, falling into the 50s during the game. The overnight low is going to occur early in the morning on Wednesday morning. Wednesday's going to actually be colder than Tuesday, so Tuesday will not be as bad as originally said here. So you'll be in the 60s as the game start dropping into the 50s.
All right, that's par for the course for the springtime in North Carolina. Like Alan said, if you don't like the cool weather, then this weekend is going to be gorgeous.
Yeah. We do need a big crowd, and that's light jacket weather, and we need that place packed out. I know there's going to be I have a mutual friend who has a mutual friend that's going to be cooking a pig in the jungle Wednesday, and I know on Tuesday rather. I know he wouldn't mind folks coming by and getting a little bite of something because it's going to be a big one.
How's he going to do that?
I really don't know. I just know he's cooking a pig of some sort in the jungle, wherever he's at. Wherever he is. And he's a Duke graduate, and I've been asked to stop by, so I'm going to try to do that.
That'll be in the premium lot if it's anywhere, or it could be in the. Actually, if he's a Duke fan, it might be in the Belk lot.
Yeah, he's a Duke mutual friend and a Duke fan. So I don't know this gentleman, but my friend Tony Capillari knows him very well.
Okay, so it's not physically in the jungle. That wouldn't.
Wherever they're going to be set up, he's going to be cooking a. He's going to be cooking pig. I haven't been out there enough to really look at the semantics.
Where's he from originally?
That's a good question. I just found out last night this was going to happen, but I'm going to go find you can't miss my buddy Tony Capillari. He's got on a cool hat and a mustache. He looks like the Marlboro Man, and he's a huge. Never misses a Pirate game. Never.
By the way, guys, we're going to want to remind everybody for that South Florida series on the 25th. We've got a really big tailgate with the ECU Alumni Association. I want to give a shout out to Dan and everybody at the Alumni Association, and we'll have 2 tailgate spots, and I think we're going to be beside Josh Thomas and Johnny Robertson and everybody. So come by and see us. We'll give you more information, but save that date. We even have jungle tickets for $4 that you can get in for that date. So if you want any more information, hit me up and we'll take care of it.
Hey Dave, I don't deserve credit like that. That's not my spot. That's Brian Dilday, that's Jared Plummer and Josh. That's their spot. I'm just I just hang out there sometimes. But that'd be a great location if you get there, because you have the players' parents hang out there, and it's a good atmosphere.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time, and we want everybody to come out. And that's a series. Well, between now and the end of the year, we need a huge crowd every night and every day game, because we definitely. The good news is we're, like Johnny talked about, we're back in the hunt. We're looking for these. I do think that our fan base makes a huge difference. They had Saturday's crowd at 4,574, I believe, when I was in yesterday's crowd, and that's going with tickets sold, because you look to your left and your right and the press box, and it was definitely a big deal where you don't see everybody in the stands. I would love to be able to.
Easter weekend, folks had plans going to the beach, going to see grandma. People need to do a good job of getting those tickets. They're not used in other people's hands.
Yep.
And look, I have a big I'm not here to tell anybody, and every dollar counts. And I'm not here to scold anybody for selling their tickets by any means at all. But if you can't sell them, just give the sons of bitches away. I mean, it's not like, unless there's a hot ticket that it's completely sold out and we're red hot, and like NC State, it's not like you're going to make a huge profit on them anyway. You're going to get face value, $10, $15, $20, whatever. You just get your tickets in people's hands that can use them if you can't be there. And maybe you don't have anybody you can give them to, so they might go unused. But the fans that are there
are very loud.
Yeah, it's always a great atmosphere. It's always a great atmosphere.
Oh, you could watch it. I had to watch it on TV Friday night, and you could hear the fans when we were coming back making a lot of noise.
Oh yeah,
a lot of noise.
And Cliff talked about that in the post game on Friday night about the fans, and that's what we need. Is that crowd sounded like a regional. Watching it on TV too, I was coming back. I did want to remind me guys, when we're done talking about baseball and we're talking about the ECU news, I do have in the roundtable, I do have something to discuss. So I don't want to get off track and put the conversation there, but remind me to talk about concessions. Just say concessions to me if I forget, because we definitely need to work on that between now and for football. Baseball, I think they do a good job. And anyway, I don't want to get on that. So overall with baseball, is there anything else you guys wanted to add to?
Well, I'll just say, we've been talking about the bats came alive, but just to put it in perspective, we batted 406 for those 4 games last week as a team. 406 as a team. That's crazy. And we had Davin that batted 611 and Grady that batted 600. Jack was 462. We had this is the first time we've ever had 3 games. This season, it's the first time we've had more than one game where we've had multiple home runs in consecutive games. We haven't been able to do that more than once, but we did it at all 3 games against Charlotte. So I think that's huge.
We did it against Wilmington too.
Was there 2 at Wilmington too?
Yeah, there had to be multiple home runs against Wilmington. We scored like 10 billion runs. So this should be 4 games in a row.
Let's see what we did at Wilmington.
Yeah, this team just had a different swagger, and not because we swept, but you could just look at the body language. Something was different. So, I'm no baseball expert by any means, but something was different about, just the approach at the plate. They just looked confident. It was just a difference that just from the past weekend that we'd seen, all year long. There was a difference.
Kenny talks about that. He went to Thursday night and Saturday's game. He saw a Pirate team playing with, it should say, confidence.
Yeah, they're playing with a lot of confidence. And, I don't know, like I said, maybe it all started against Wilmington. Maybe it started in that players-only meeting. Maybe it was combinations too. But hopefully you can keep this going.
Yeah, Kyle, Grady had the only home run against Wilmington. We only had
one. Okay, we only hit 1 home run against Wilmington?
That's how you do it.
But that's great, though, to know that we have we could, and just like you guys said, I think that I will say for our batting this year, I think that we are we have the green light that if we have a pitch and instead of taking pitches, I think that we're doing a better job this year of hitting. If you have something to hit it instead of like getting so far. The problem is if you get so far behind in the count, it's really, really, I know we've got a lot of guys that can do it, but that, and also I've noticed 2-out hitting. I don't know what the stat is on that, but we've been way better.
We've been murdering it, killing it.
Yeah, here recently, absolutely. Which is, that is a what's the word I'm looking for? I'll go with signature. That's a
sensual,
the signature of Cliff Godwin baseball is 2-out hitting and 2-strike hitting.
Yeah,
and we've been doing both very well recently.
What about the? I don't have the stat obviously, but the midweek games we've been doing a lot better this year. Midweek has been way improved. I feel like.
Yeah, we're 8-2 now. I think, or 7-2. We're 7-2 with both losses being 1 run. Campbell and Duke.
My question about the midweek games is, can we continue that with the pitching situation like it is? I hope so. Because we got big midweek games coming up. You got Duke, you got NC State, you got Campbell.
Yeah, I think so, Kyle, because we might have some new pieces, to add. And now we might be able to depend on Luke Payne a little bit more. Nick Moran is still on the mend. If he gets better, that'll be huge. Both of them are left-handers. I think we can do it. I really do.
And we're supposed to get our I can't think of his name, guys.
Dan Kempen?
We're supposed to get him back towards the end of April. So
that would be huger than huge.
Yeah, we're not getting Weber back, right? He's out for the year.
No,
highly unlikely.
No. Yeah. And at this point, we probably don't want to put him out there, even if he was able.
Yeah, it's good to go ahead and shut down his season because you want to make sure he's got it. That guy is a Friday night guy for our future. So you don't want to, and that's another thing you got to respect Cliff for is the fact that you see these crazy coaches who let these guys throw 100 like these crazy amount of pitches in a game just to win the game, but yet it can really backfire on you, not only for your team, but for the future of that kid. And you want them to be able to go to the next level if possible, to be able to go to the pros.
Speaking of the future of a kid, how cool was it Friday night? And you know I'm a big fan of this kid's. How cool was it to see Alex Boucher hit that home run? That was just, and I know we hit other home runs, but Boucher knocking one out of the park was just so cool to see.
Well, I'll say this, Alan. Oh, go ahead, Kyle.
No, you go ahead, Al.
Okay, I was just going to say, what does that say? What you mentioned, Alex Boucher. What does that say that our hitting is so good? We can't get Carlos Hakame and Alex Boucher into the lineup. I mean, Carlos has been clutch. He's only struck out twice in 63 at bats, and he seems to always come up with big hits. And Alex Boucher, his hits are timely as well, but we can't, there's just not enough at bats for everybody, and that's really a good situation to be in, I guess, unless you're Carlos.
It's a good problem
or
to
Alex.
have. Yeah, it's a good problem to have, and we see now when this team is clicking and hitting on all cylinders, what it can do, and it's really fun to watch.
Like Kenny said, it finally looked like Pirate baseball.
Yeah. The fight against Wilmington when they cut into the lead Tuesday night and about to make it a ball game, or cut it to 1 run, I think, and then we come back out and bam, it's a 7-run game again, and then Friday night game 2, all the fight. Anytime Charlotte would get up, we'd come back. Love that. You love to see we're not out of this. That's Pirate baseball, and if we keep that kind of play the rest of the year, we'll be fine. No matter, you can't afford to lose any more pitchers. We got to get some back. But if we keep that kind of approach, that kind of attitude, and play with that kind of effort, the rest of the year will be fine.
Yeah. Hey, we've had 7 games ended by the run rule in the 7th inning, and we won every one of them. We haven't lost one. We did lose to Carolina in 8, though. 10-0. That was but other than that, as far as putting teams away in 7 innings, we've done it 7 times already, and we're not done yet.
Yeah, that's an interesting step.
And up until this, what I was going to say is, up until this weekend, it's kind of been, we would do that, and then our bats would go cold. We would do that, and then our bats would go cold. And this has been a consistent 4-game stretch here where the bats have been going. So, and really back further than that against UTSA, we just, bats were going Sunday. We just lost.
Yeah. And don't forget that weekend with William and Mary and Penn and Wilmington. Yeah. I mean, that was another crazy explosion. So they're there.
We just got to do it consistently. And, hopefully we can. Love to beat Duke this week. Biggest thing is, can we go sweep Tulane? But love to get the midweek win over Duke just because it continues the momentum. It's a big, nice RPI win, another in-state win. You want to beat an ACC school, and it'll be a fired-up crowd at Greenville for that game. After this 4-game week against Wilmington and Charlotte, it'll be a good atmosphere for Duke Tuesday night.
The way we lost to Duke was such a gut punch. It's fuel. It's fuel for the kids for Tuesday night to make amends and come back and kick some butt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. Guys, we want to move on to the round table or the square table or the
I'm done with baseball. We'll talk. We're gonna have a Tulane pregame show, right? Preview show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm done with baseball.
All right. Well, I don't know what Dave wanted to bring up the round table as we transition.
He said something about concessions that he wanted to say something.
Well, we're gonna have to wait for Dave to come back to talk about concessions.
Oh, he's left us. Okay.
So we will in the meantime and in between time we can continue to talk Pirate basketball. Well, how about this? Well, Dave is back now, but I'll quickly ask this question: as Stevie has known, as he's been talking to me quite a bit, and the rest of you guys know. I've watched more Major League Baseball probably this week than I have in the last decade.
Good Lord, yes, he has.
So has anybody else got into the opening week of Major League Baseball?
Yeah, I don't feel alone, Kyle. It's great because
you were like watching a game in freaking Seattle.
I didn't want you to feel alone, Dave.
Late night, like
I was watching Seattle Anaheim the other night. Yeah, fell asleep. It was 0-0 game, but the wind
Angels.
was so crazy. and missed the damn end of the game in extra innings. Watched the Cubs today. Watched the Brewers and Royals today. Been really on MLB Network. Been watching the whatever their little thing is. Like this, like NFL Red Zone, where they show multiple games at one time.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's entertaining to just sit back and particularly on a weeknight, you got nothing else to do, and just have that on in the background.
Yep. And my Yankees are off to a good start. They lost today, unfortunately, but Yankees are off
good Lord!
A nice 7-2 start. Thank you very much.
I'm not a Yankees fan, but I hate the Dodgers.
Yeah, they have
looking at Major League Baseball. Looking at Major League Baseball.
Thank you, JR.
Looking at Major League Baseball salaries, man, it's insane. When you look at what the Mets, the Dodgers, the Yankees play compared to like the Nationals. So the Dodgers and Mets are between $400 and $500 million for their roster. The Nationals this year is around $87 million. Yeah. I mean that is insane.
But at least the Dodgers win. Like the Mets, they're like with that Juan Soto contract. They still don't win. They spend a lot of money. They don't win, and the Yankees don't either. Really, to be honest with you, Alan, hate to say it, but
don't you curse at me, young man.
And then you look at my Cubs are in the upper echelon, and not the top. I think they're top 10 salaries. Not something insane like some of those other teams, but you compare them to the Brewers, and you look at the success the Brewers has had, with a very modest salary cap. And that's one good thing about Wilson being a Brewers affiliate. They run a really good minor league baseball system for the Brewers organization, so you'll probably see some future big leaguers pretty regularly come through Wilson.
And Wilson is going to get some radio coverage.
That's right.
Yeah, I heard about that. I wish the Bird Dogs would pick up a radio affiliate, but yeah, Wilson got a radio affiliate.
Yeah, 98.5 and 99.3 The Beach is going to be doing the Wilson coverage.
Okay, is that stadium? Is it going to open in time?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Their first home game, I believe, is this coming weekend.
Wow, I got to go to a game there, man. That stadium looks.
We're going to do it, JR. Me and Stevie were talking the other night.
I definitely want to go there. That stadium is awesome.
We can all go to a game. That's easy to do. Everybody's within reasonable distance from Wilson.
Yep.
Dave, are you allowed in Wilson?
I am allowed. Yes, I.
Another thing I like about the new stadium in Wilson is they kept some of the old businesses in the neighborhood. Right next door to the stadium is a cinder block shack that's like gizzards and
lizards and gizzards. Lizards. Hell yeah, they got a lot of lizards.
Lizards and givers.
So maybe after the game, go get some gizzards.
We're gonna do that. I am a chicken liver fanatic. Jared, do you eat chicken livers?
I love livers.
No, I do not.
Me and Dave got some Southern coming out in and eat chicken livers.
Yep.
I know Stevie. Stevie's a picky eater. Stevie's like a girl. I don't like this. I don't like that.
Wow.
So yeah, I know Stevie.
You're going to take that.
That's all right.
Talking about Wilson guys, our friend Ron Behringer, who does a lot of PA for the Pirates, is going to be the PA guy for Wilson.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so great. I saw him yesterday.
And not to be remiss for the Bird Dogs, I saw the recent promotion for them where they were advertising, which I said they should do last year, lumped in with the downtown Kinston restaurants and bars and the water park. So good they're doing that now. I'm going to tell you what. We last year tried to really have some involvement with the Bird Dogs, and they really didn't take to us, Dave. I'm gonna try. We'll try again this year, but if they don't and Wilson does, then we'll just provide a little Warbirds recaps. But I would prefer to support both.
Let's do it all. Yeah.
Hey, is the kid still with the
I'm
team,
not going to
Kyle?
keep being shunned. I'm not going to keep offering our support and keep being shunned. You know what I mean?
No.
So
Yeah, I hear you. Is that guy still with the Bird Dogs?
I don't think so.
No.
Didn't
Because
see.
he shouldn't be, because you threw out some like stuff he should have paid attention to, and I just don't think he did.
Yeah.
Plus, he was from Ohio or something. He didn't.
I'm not 100% sure he's not still with them. I don't think he is. I don't want to say too much.
Yeah.
If he's
Okay.
still with them, so let me.
Okay.
Yeah, but minor league baseball, they should be, man, any publicity, any press that a minor league team could get, I mean, my gracious.
I emailed them after, feeling like he really wasn't that interested after he came on the show, and emailed above him and got a good response back. And, I asked, hey, could you please include us on your media releases at least? And yeah, sure. And it didn't happen. I'm going to try it again this year. I'm going to reach out to him. Like I said, I'm going to keep reaching out that olive branch because, I live in the area. I work in Kinston. My wife works in Kinston. Would love to support them, but can't,
Yeah.
if they don't want the support, we'll send it to Wilson. But right now, I'm planning on enjoying both.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. But anyway, okay.
Yeah. Guys, are you ready to talk about the concessions?
We will concede to your concessions.
All right. Let's see if I can get that up. There we go. All right. So I went, my friend Jason Williams, who's a good friend of mine, he is a big Phillies fan. And we actually went to see they actually had the Phillies organization, the AAA, and the pitcher for the Phillies. I'm trying to look that up right now so I don't forget. He actually had rehab there on Friday night, one of their star pitchers. And so anyway, I'm putting that up on the screen because we've talked about this a lot. But the Durham Bulls have a paper cup. It's not a souvenir cup, and it's called Bottomless Soda $8.99. And what this is you're seeing a picture on the screen where they have it off to the left of the concession stand.
I'm not seeing anything on the screen.
You don't see it?
No, not on my phone. No.
Yeah, you see it.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Y'all seeing it? Anyway, I just wanted to show that because the Bulls have always been with Coke. But anyway, the point is that we need to do that because that's a way that to help with not only financially, how many people are going to drink a whole bunch of drinks when you know that there's a huge markup in fountain sodas. When I was working at Burger King, fountain drinks have a 90% markup. So $8.99 unlimited drinks. And it also, if you're just going to get a drink and a refill, you can literally just go right up back there and you don't have to, didn't have to wait in long lines to get another drink. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys that. So
we need all the revenue we can. So I get, trying to get all the revenue you can from concessions for ECU football. But at the same time, at some point, you can't just price gouge your fan base. And, maybe
$6 for it was $6 for a 20 ounce.
Well, you know what a good idea is, Dave? I just thought of something. Why not have Pirate Club pricing? Why not you flash your Pirate Club card and you get a better price than the average Joe? That seems to be where you're taking care of your fan base, takes care of you, and then you can get, you can charge a premium for the other knuckleheads.
Well, it doesn't need to be $6 for a 20 ounce when you can get them.
No, I agree with that. 100. That's too much. But offer Pirate Club pricing. There's another incentive to join the Pirate Club.
Yep, and the fact that they do that for Commanders, you get 50% off. If you're a Commander season ticket holder, you get 50% off of concessions, half off.
Yeah, it is a little different. You're talking about pro sports versus college sports.
But still.
But I do think, I get the need to create revenue, so you don't want to take any revenue away. But I do think if you're a Pirate Club member, you should get a better price probably because it gets to be the point of absurdity with the prices, particularly, with my wife and I, it's just two of us ain't so bad, but you're there with a family of four, and you got some annoying ass kids that want everything in the world. You can end up spending a lot of money on concessions.
Well, why not have something that I've talked about to some Pirate fans? Why not have, just like when you have AMC in the different movie theaters, have a souvenir bucket that you have, and for $25 for the season or $25 for the season, you get unlimited refills for popcorn.
Well, I think their thought is they'll make more money just selling the popcorn like it is, but they might not. I mean, something like souvenir buckets become so collectible and everybody wants them that, offer a limited amount, make it a premium to get one, offer a couple thousand of them. And once they sell out, and, you'll have people fighting over them.
How about souvenir cups that highlight a great moment in Pirate football history?
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea, Alan.
Yeah, I mean, you got a Peach Bowl cup, you got a whatever cup, man. Those things would be like hot.
Collect them all.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Hardee's.
Oh gosh, Fast Fair. Collect them all at Fast Fair, Kyle.
Are you talking about the Jim Crockett promotion cups?
Yes. Yeah. Speaking of prices on concessions, did you guys happen to see the prices of the concessions at the Final Four for the men's Final Four?
I wasn't there. Did you go, Stevie?
Oh no, I've got to see. Somebody has posted a picture of the menu. Grilled gourmet hot dogs. If I'm reading this right, $32.
Well, what's on it?
It's all beef hot dogs, baked poppy seed buns,
all right,
diced sweet onions, pickle relish, ketchup, and yellow mustard.
So just a regular freaking hot dog with a bun that can make you fail a piss test.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Buffalo chicken dip, $88.
What? I don't believe this. No.
I will send it to you, Kyle. I will send it to you.
I believe you have it, but there's such thing called AI.
Bottomless stadium popcorn, $52.
This isn't real. That's not real.
Orville Redenbacher is rolling over in his grave right now.
That's not real. There's no way that's real. Matt was at the NCAA tournament. I think he was at the Final Four.
Final Four.
That just does $52 for unlimited popcorn.
If that's true, that's freaking gouging like crazy, dude.
Yeah. What is a hot dog, Stevie? $35?
32.
It's gourmet. It had a popcorn.
Oh, 32.
Oh yeah, it's gourmet though.
There's no way. That can't be real.
Powerades, $24.
That can't be real. Where was the Final Four at?
Indianapolis.
No, it wasn't even in New York City. That can't be real.
New York City?
No.
Get a rope.
You know who's not going to put up with that in Indianapolis? Pat McAfee's going to do something about that if it's true.
Oh
Lord.
He's too busy doing other things right now, Kyle.
Pat McAfee's going to take care of that.
Okay, let's see. Kettle chips.
Two people. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Alan.
I was going to say, looked it up. Two people around $160 for food and drink.
What are you talking about, Alan?
I'm looking up the Final Four concession prices. It looks. I'm seeing like double cocktails around $22, steak bowl $24.
Okay, yeah, that sounds believable.
Well,
soft drinks anywhere between $3 and $6. Yeah. So
okay, that sounds believable.
I got the other side of the spectrum on that, Kyle. If you ever want to go on a road trip to Pearl, Mississippi, to see
boy, do I.
Okay, here you go. The Bird Dogs, if they go down to play the Mud Monsters, you can get a $3 sausage on a stick. There's no bun, but you get a sausage on a stick. It's $3. And if you name your sausage, if you go with the mystery sausage, it's $2, and they give you whatever they want to give you.
I saw because with the Bird Dogs, joining the Frontier League, me, trying to support them. I kind of watched videos of each Frontier League team, and the Mud Monsters were a AA affiliate prior to the Frontier League, But what they did when joining the Frontier League last year and with the rebranding, they really went all in on regional foods. Like there's red beans and rice, Cajun foods. You mentioned sausage on a stick. That's a big Mississippi thing.
Greg.
So sausage on a mud monster.
You'd try one, Craig. Come on, I know you would.
But no, that's the big Mississippi thing is sausage on a stick. So I wish James was here now. He could elaborate. But
no, I know that like New Orleans, the same thing at the Jazz Heritage Festival. That's a big deal, and they have alligator on a stick as well.
Yeah. So I don't think I'll be going to Pearl to a Mud Monsters game, but I do know they have cool food there.
How about Drew talking about bring back the people walking the aisles selling items?
Shit, we can't even get enough people.
Gotcha.
Apparently, me, Stevie, JR are the only ones that watch Family Guy.
Yeah. Nobody. Scratcha.
Think about the kids that made extra money walking up and down the aisles with drinks and popcorn. And
we can't even get enough
people
now to man the concession stands.
Yeah. Well, here's speaking of concession stands, we in this I love nonprofits, I love charity, and student groups at ECU. We've got to get professionals to run the stands. That's the one thing they don't. The elephant in the room. We need to have people that do it for a living. No offense to people, but we can give them a percentage of the sales or something to help them out. But that will help speed up the process. I'm telling you.
Elephant in the room. Shelley hasn't worked at ECU in a long time.
I'm not touching that one. Oh wow,
ooh, boy!
It's good. Man, I thought my AC on right now is cold. Man. It's getting cold.
Now that was a shout out to all my fans from the Comfort days, from the original Kyle from LaGrange. Whoop whoop.
You've got stories and I've got stories, and we'll leave it at that.
Exactly.
We'll share them on the air sometime that'll be behind our paywall or our Patreon account. If you want to hear stories about someone named Shelley that we may or may not have heard, subscribe to our Patreon.
Super chats. We can do super chats.
Super chats, and we'll text message you.
But anyway, we do love super chats. Thank you very much for supporting the show. We have people, A-Win and different ones from Florida that hadn't seen them tonight. So I think it's a husband and wife that watch us and every.
Yeah, and just remember, I'm assuming you don't have to be live to be a super chat participant. Always feel free to give us your money, even when we're not live.
Yeah, that's right. You could be watching on the archives, right? And,
yeah. Got to remember to monetize these episodes also.
Yeah, I've got them all ready for you.
Yeah, I just got to do it. It's just, I love how we discuss business things on the air.
It's okay. It's cool. We want them to be a part of the team. So,
there we go. We lost Dave completely.
Yeah.
Dave is frozen in time.
I'm here.
There we go.
He snapped out of it.
I'm just a poor disc jockey. I'll take anything I can get.
Well, we got to get enough money coming in so we can disperse it evenly with everyone. And that's the problem at this point. There's not enough to split between everyone. Hopefully by football season, Alan's going to get us all the big sponsors coming in here. He's going to steal them from his radio job.
That'll go well. Yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
Nothing like your livelihood, your day job. Let's just steal.
Well, hey, look, if you get them direct to consumer, then you got the money coming in here directly. You don't need that job anymore, Alan. There you go.
Yeah. Just full-time sports objective. How about that?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, we can do it for sure. Yeah, so guys, one of the things A-Win. All right, A-Win, super sticker. $3.
Thank you, A-Win.
Thank you.
A-Win. Now, can anybody beat A-Win? A-Win gave 3. Can you give 4? Let's hear 4. Let's get 4.
We have a goal of $100 before we get off the air, so come on.
That's right.
$100.
And we can, however long, many dollars you give, that's how long Kyle has to be quiet. Can we do it?
Oh, well, you don't want to ruin the show. You don't want to ruin the show.
You don't want to ruin the show.
Hey, you don't want to lose listeners.
Hey, Stevie, what we'll do is, you know how for hockey they have 5 minutes for fighting? He'll have to have 3 minutes where he's in the penalty box.
Kyle goes to the corner. He's in timeout.
All right, hold on. I'm going to mute my mic.
Oh, it's for 3 seconds. We'll change it.
3 minutes for talking. And,
He's a great lip reader.
No doubt. Let's see. Uh-oh.
Kenny said, let me get my debit card ready.
Great
Dang,
one.
gum.
Great one, Kenny. You're the man.
Kenny is the man.
Good. I was waiting on Justin had I guess we can go ahead and start talking about he had to go, but he wanted to talk about President Trump's executive order he signed, I think, on Friday about the transfer portal where you can only transfer one time and 5 years.
Yeah, and then I think he said, NCAA judges, if you overturn this, I'm going to blow up all your bridges and your roads. You effing idiots. Glory to Allah.
Oh, wow.
No, that never
Am I getting my stuff mixed up?
I think you're getting stories mixed up there.
I'm getting the stories mixed up. Oh, okay. All right.
The penalty box.
You're combining stuff.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. So before Trump acted like a lunatic today on social media, he did a good thing, and he signed the executive order to reform college sports, particularly college football. You can only transfer one time, or after that you have to sit out a year, and you only get 5 years of eligibility, which all sound like common sense things to me and good things, and things that aren't going too far. The players still get played; they can still transfer, but if they do it more than once, they got to sit out. I would like to see if you have to sit out immediately if you transfer.
Yeah, I would too.
But I'll take that. But what's probably going to happen is some dumbass federal judge is going to overturn it probably. But as of right now, it's the law of the land. We'll see if it gets overturned.
You mentioned the two magic words: common sense.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with it, because coaches are allowed to leave whenever they want to leave. So we need to put some kind of thing where they have to sit out a year.
Say again now?
Talking about coaches.
The coaches get to leave at any time they want. They never have to sit out. They never have to do. They can just leave.
Alan,
but there's contracts that are bought out though.
Yeah, that's a business. That's a business.
Yeah, believe me.
And these players now, so contracts have to be bought out. So you either make them sit out a year if they transfer, or you put them in multi-year contracts where if they transfer, that other school has to buy them out. So in other words, if Florida decides they want our running back, and he is under a 3-year contract, great. Florida, he can go transfer to Florida. You can have Montgomery, but now you got to buy him out. Now we got some money to go get another player to replace him with.
That's right.
I agree with that 100%.
We're basically operating under a pro system already. So you
might
whoa!
What happened?
$99.99.
All right, go to the penalty box.
Who just donated $99? Craig Doucette, $99.99. Craig, thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you.
Low price.
We may have enough money this month to divide amongst everybody.
Well, we'll keep it going.
Craig didn't want to see Kyle muted. That's the thing.
I'm doing the math.
Craig wants me to go back
Craig,
on mute. Look, Craig, you do that every episode. I'll be muted the whole damn show.
Craig's a Kyle fan.
Oh, Craig didn't want to see me muted. Well,
no, he did not. He did not.
Craig did that, so I would talk. Well, Craig, the more you give, the more I'll talk. I wasn't sure if Craig was mad at me because when he came on here and him and Justin at the umpire convention, I didn't know if he got mad at me because I finally ended it after they talked about umpiring for 3.5 hours, and so I hadn't heard from Craig anymore after that, so I didn't know if he was sore with me.
No,
yeah,
he is.
That was a great interview too, Craig. It did go longer than we thought it would, but the content was.
I was trying to get a reaction out of Justin, and he said nothing.
Yeah,
Dave's NIL.
I will call it.
Well, actually, we were.
Justin, you gonna react to that? You didn't give me nothing.
No comment. No comment on that, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, we were when you didn't come on the show that night. We were talking about how you left us and went to another podcast. So maybe Craig is trying to get you to stay on with us with the NIL.
Which podcast was I going to go to?
It starts with a B.
Nah, I don't.
It is what's going.
Oh,
What I miss there?
starts
The
with a
name of the
B.
show, you know the name of the
Oh,
show.
I thought something Justin had said. No, I know the show you're talking about. The Bob Vila podcast.
Yeah,
No,
Is
that's what
Justin
we're,
still with us?
Yeah,
yes.
I'm here. I'm here.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm just so excited. Dave's coming to the radio station in a couple of days with a wheelbarrow full of money from me.
Yeah. Hey,
For me.
Free football is heating up. As a matter of fact, there's media availability tomorrow morning. So we'll have the spring football going on, and we will have a spring football special after the spring game, probably early in that week. We'll try to do something for you guys. So we'll kind of have like a recap show. We were talking about that in the pregame before we came on tonight. So we'll try to do that and have Matt on. And if you guys want to be on, we can have up to 10 people. We can have Hollywood Squares if you want. So the more the merrier. For sure. But yeah, Kenny, spring football is hitting up, and it'll be interesting to see, guys. I did want to say this. I'm glad that you mentioned that, Kenny. I'm going to go throw this around I think Kyle mentioned this, but I'm a diehard fan, as you guys know, so I want it. But is spring football passe now?
yes.
Should we go to the system?
I think if we change, I think what would make more sense at this point would be because of the climate we're living in now, the portal needs to be moved to the end of the academic year. You leave and you sign in the April May period, and then you go ahead and you start your fall camp at the end of June, and you kind of adopt the NFL model. So I think the college football calendar needs to be updated to mirror the modern world of college football. What that does primarily is save the postseason. Coaches don't have to worry about. They already have to worry about high school recruiting in December now. You have to worry about changing coaching staffs. It also slows down the urgency to make a hire and make a firing so damn fast.
Yep, I agree with that.
So it improves college football. It makes December fun again instead of a nightmare. And you don't have to worry about any of this crap. You have a longer time. Kids can actually think about whether they want to stay or if they want to go. You have a longer period after football season's over to get your money together to pay kids, and then you handle all this stuff. When the end of the academic year, and then you get them in here at the end of June, and you start practicing, and you practice on through, and that replaces spring ball. So yeah, I think it's
I would do it
I think
like
it's time for change.
Stevie. What is the springtime? I was trying to think of the name. The off-season workouts that they have, and like now for pro football.
Pro football, you got the voluntary workouts, OTAs.
OTAs.
And,
that's yeah.
Yeah, the OTAs.
I was getting ready to say I'm tired, man. I was getting ready to say ATF, and I stopped myself.
AT&T.
Yeah.
Guys, are they still doing the pigskin pig out wrapped around the spring game? I haven't seen anything at all.
It's on the 18th.
It ain't what it used to be, and it hadn't been in a long time.
Well, they could do a lot. They could do a lot more with that, and I've said that numerous times.
Yeah, they definitely could.
Saturday
They
night
definitely could.
on the 18th after the baseball game, we should do a really cool concert in Minges and Williams Arena, and that would be awesome.
Well, you got Tracy Bird in Kinston that night.
I know, but what I'm saying is, I know that we have
for example, Dave, the very next
that should be at Williams Arena, and not at. No offense to the Bird Dogs, I'm glad they're doing this.
No, I got one that makes more sense for you. The very next weekend in Farmville, right there in Pitt County, the 25th, Parmalee is going to be at the Dogwood Festival. So why not, have them that Saturday in Greenville instead after, for Pirate Fest for the Pigskin Pickout Party.
Yeah, no question about it. They would make there's all sorts of things there that to cap it off. And I've said before, I want to do, and I know Kenny, you love to tailgate, Johnny, a lot of us on the show, but why not have a weekend tailgate for the spring game, a whole weekend? Yeah. And you pay money, and all that money goes to NIL. So
we have trouble creating excitement. We just do. Football creates its own excitement during the regular season, baseball does when it's winning. But from a creative standpoint, now I will give credit where credit's due. I thought we did a tremendous job this year during football with the fireworks,
Yeah,
after scores.
Doing the
And
coastal thing though, we kind of
yes, well, we did, but we did the fireworks better than them. And then the drone show is something we
bring that back.
desperately need to bring back.
That was cool.
Was that the Army game? What game was that?
it
was it the Army
was.
or
I
something?
believe it was Army.
That was unfriggin' believable, and there weren't enough people there to appreciate it.
Kyle, it kind of bothered me, to be honest with you. I just couldn't figure out how they could do it. Like, this is like, how are they doing this?
It's very precise, man. Those people know what they're doing, and it was unbelievable to watch all those drones in formation like that. I freaking loved it. That is something they definitely need to do again this year. They need to bring the fireworks back. I really enjoyed that. Particularly JR, and all y'all guys that were there. That Memphis game, when you're running on the field and the fireworks are going off, that was freaking sweet.
Yeah, they had the whenever they had the new like I talked about, that new premium tailgate that they've added this year with the bands. That was really, really cool, because when the Fieldhouse, Scales Fieldhouse was torn down, I'm like, man, that's history. But I gave everybody credit in the Ward Sports Medicine building. What they put in the place of Scales is awesome. And having all those
A+.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not an anti-pirate or anti-administration, but when things go well, I know. I'm just saying that I think some of the paid pirates think that we're too critical. And look,
look, hey, that's why for me anyway, when I compliment you, it's genuine. The fireworks were excellent. The drone show was excellent. And if they got those ideas from Coastal, great. That's great. Learn from other people. If you go to Coastal, you see they're shooting off fireworks. The week before our game, they did the drone show there. If we got those ideas from Coastal, great.
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good thing. To me, seeing something somewhere else and saying we can implement that in Greenville is a good thing.
Kenny, I have to give you credit, bro. I'm not too far from you the last 2 years, and you do an excellent job of your music tailgates. In fact, if you need anyone, let me know. Hit me up, Kenny. I will always look out for you with friends of mine that can come play for you. So I know he's like me. Kenny likes to rock. I remember that.
Kenny's working on his music lineup. You mean like bands, groups? What's he talking about?
He's got musicians that mostly acoustic, from what I've seen, but they're extremely they're very good, very, very good. And hey, Dave, that could work two ways. Maybe Kenny.
What kind of music? Kenny
like rock, country, that kind of thing.
Okay,
it's really good.
Yeah, but Kenny's got a lot of connections in the music industry. Maybe he could hook you up with some acts for the Snack Shack.
Absolutely.
Yeah, me and Kenny, I didn't know Kenny was a big music guy. Me and Kenny need to talk.
Oh yeah, he is huge, definitely.
Yeah. If you're friends with him on Facebook, he's always at a show like in Greenville, Washington, local music. So give him a shout out, because that's good stuff. We'll try not to. Some of our fans don't like us to talk about music and concerts, but we're after.
Really? What one fan complained about that?
I'm sure it's more. But
no, I don't think it was that you can't ever talk about music or concerts. I think that person. That's a different situation. No,
don't talk about it when it's when we're talking baseball.
Yeah, well, we don't. We finished up baseball.
No, we're doing it exactly right. That person would not have an issue with this.
Pre-game concerts, exactly, Craig. Just like here's what I would say.
Well, they did that. They did that a little bit.
I know, but basically, John Gilbert even said that. In other words, they kind of had to, to be fair to them, based on when the Skills Fieldhouse and everything was torn down, they kind of just had to piece a concert, like lineup together. But I tell you what, Alan, this year, when speaking of concerts, they're going to have all the shows that normally would be at Town Common. That concert series is going to be underneath the stadium in the concourse area, and they did a good job. They did a good job with the show. What's the guy's name? Oh my God.
Greggy and the Jets.
Thank you, Greggy and the Jets. Thank you. It was the Elton John tribute. Do stuff like that because you can get a ton of sponsors and you can get a lot of people there pregame. And the people they had, like the main event band, I know that the Embers, they had some good groups like they would normally play there. So some of the I know that Kyle doesn't like tribute bands, but they are popular and they get a lot of people.
Greggy and the Jets are on a different level. I mean,
I agree.
I'm not a big tribute band guy either, but they're as good as I've ever seen.
I saw somebody. Was it going to be at the State Theater? I don't know where it was. It might not have been the State Theater. I saw somebody was going to have an Eric Church tribute band. Like Eric Church tribute band.
Come on.
So Dave,
crazy.
So Dave, are the shows coming back? What IBX and Henry normally do at the Town Common? Are they going to be doing it again this year? I haven't heard any promotion on that yet.
They are good friends. Ernie Shepard with a tribute band, Trial by Fire, the Journey band. They're going to be there in May. That's how I found out. But they're going to be under the stadium for the entire series.
Okay.
Because
that worked out really well last year.
Except for the ladies in the front row that were under the big drip.
Yeah. Had a little leak in the roof.
But they were at they would have got rained on anyhow, if it was outdoors. But yeah. That was crazy.
That was a great but it's
big drip.
It's a great.
It was a huge drip, Kyle. It was crazy.
Yeah, coming down for Greggy and the Jets.
And it barely missed all of the thousands of dollars of equipment.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is true.
That would have been a mess. But really, I again, tribute bands, if you get a chance to see Greggy and the Jets, do it.
They were very.
Or Trial by Fire.
Yeah, Trial by Fire is great too.
I had them, Herney, I've had him twice, once in Williamston and once at the State Theater. And Trial by Fire. If you love Journey, here's my thing. Okay, I know Kyle,
it's not really a tribute band, but Stevie, what is the name of that group? You help me get the title right. That's going to be playing up in Littleton. Bad Company or Bad Co Legacy. It's got
that's not really a tribute band.
Right, exactly. See, I would go see them. That's got two former members, now not the original lineup, but they were members of Leonard Skinner, of Bad Company.
That would make sense.
The former lead singer of Bad Company, like around 95, and then a guitar player from Bad Company, what was it, 86 through 95? He was with them, Stevie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got two former members, and then some other guys. It's called Bad Co Legacy. I would go see them. That's somebody that they should look for, to do a pre-game concert at ECU or the Town Common Series under the stadium.
Wynn's giving us $5. A Kid Rock pregame with Big Flyover. Kid Rock puts on a good show. He puts on
a Kid Rock pregame. We're going to spend a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure that's in the budget.
You know who I'd settle for?
Hey,
say it with me, kids. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Ward Davis.
Oh boy!
Hold on, let me get my bourbon. Hold on a minute.
Let's see if I can
drinking out of a fire hose over here.
They could do a Elvis tribute show.
Hey, they could, and with a real dude. Did you see what I posted on my Facebook?
I mean, what? I saw several things.
Well, it would be in relation to what you're talking to, because I get your joke. I get your so you know what I'm talking about too.
I don't remember seeing anything.
I would go, Craig, if there was.
I like Whitesnake. Yeah, very underrated.
But yeah,
there's a lot of bands. Look, what I'm trying to tell you guys is, here's the thing. Okay, let's talk about Journey. Okay. Let's talk about Journey. They're playing in Greensboro Coliseum in May, right?
Sure.
All right. There's only left now. There's Neil Schon. That's it.
Yeah.
So you're paying $300 or $400 to see a band that used to be Journey, but only have one original member left, or you can pay $10, $20 and you get a better show. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know about better show because Neil Schoen is a pretty significant part of
He
Journey.
is, but that Jonathan
and he can. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Dave. I wouldn't pay to go see it. I
You
wouldn't.
either like tribute bands or you don't. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't force somebody to
I know,
like
but I'm
something.
just saying the Journey. But I know, but the Beach Boys, I can start naming off a whole bunch that have been living off their name, and they have now. It's just down to Mike Love. I mean, you can Journey. A lot of these bands were getting older, man. And are you going to pay a huge amount for Journey? Like the band, the name. They have their name, Journey, but that's about it. I mean, they got a Filipino.
He's good though. He's good.
He's good. He is really good. Arnell's good.
No, I know he's good. I'm just saying, it's not Steve.
They're not going to
Damn
get Steve
Filipinos.
Yeah, I know. What?
Damn Filipinos.
That's not.
Oh God! Get off my lawn.
That's not the way I meant it. You know it. But just the fact that you could pay.
There used to be this Filipino girl at a strip club I used to go to in the early 2000s, and good God Almighty, anyway. Yeah, go ahead.
You want to pay $300-400 a ticket? That's fine.
Never mind.
For Journey.
Do not with a girl.
Go right ahead.
I knew that was going.
I'm not paying $300-400 for a Journey. Sorry, I've seen them like
a Journey with the Filipino girl.
Yeah, well, I mean, who's to say I haven't, Alan? But
hey, Alan, that gives a new meaning to meet and greet, but the VIP package. But anyway.
So
that's nice play on words there, Dave. The FCC will be calling next Wednesday.
No.
Yeah, no, we don't have to.
No FCC rules apply. But anyway, I don't. So there's Dave fired up about how much he hates the current lineup for Journey. But
I'm just saying that when you're talking about with tribute bands and you're making that, and here's another thing.
I don't like tribute bands.
Well, there's a particular band that I love that I'll never be able to see live, Nirvana, and they have a really good tribute band called Nirvana.
That's different. If the band is dead, like completely, there's no like Kurt Cobain is dead, and then the rest of them formed. Help me out, guys. Who did? What band?
You're talking about Dave.
Dave Grohl, Foo Fighters. Yeah,
Dave Grohl.
Yeah, Dave Grohl.
Only one of them did though. The other one,
Chris
just went off and lived a normal life.
Yeah. So, you're a big Nirvana fan, Dave?
Yes, I am.
Would not have guessed that.
And as a matter of fact, today is the 34th anniversary of losing Kurt Cobain, April 5th.
Oh, wow.
Kyle, Dave likes with the lights out, he's less dangerous.
Kurt
So here we are. Entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious, Kyle.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Well, you certainly smell like you certainly smell like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, I love that song. Kurt Cobain, you probably think this song is about you, don't you? Kurt Cobain.
I thought he was going to do Purple Rain there for a second.
I did
Kurt
too.
Cobain.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Weird Al Yankovic does a better Kurt Cobain than Kurt Cobain, by the way.
I like when he gargles.
I've always wanted to see Weird Al. I've never had a chance.
Yeah, well, me and Stevie have had that conversation. We both want to see Weird Al too.
Dave loves Nirvana as is a Swiftie too.
Craig, you weren't supposed to spill that. I guess when you pay $99.99, you can spill some secrets.
Yeah,
he's a Swiftie.
Yeah, that is true.
That goes into my thing the other day I said about you, Dave. I really don't know anything you hate. Like I can point to like certain stuff. I hate a lot of things. And I can point to certain stuff Stevie hates, and I can point to certain stuff JR hates, and I can point to certain stuff that Alan hates.
I can tell you an artist that I don't like at all.
All right, who?
Michael Bolton, for sure.
Well, nobody likes Michael Bolton. Not even Michael Bolton.
Yeah, that was in.
Hey, Alan.
That's Peter.
Alan.
Don't rob that line, Kyle.
Shut up! It was my line, Stevie.
That's Peter Chris. That's not Michael Bolton.
No, it's Michael Bolton. Nobody's ever said that before.
Oh, they have to. Family Guy. Nobody wants to be Peter Chris. Not even Peter Chris.
No, that never
Craig,
happened.
I'm a huge Craig, I'm a huge Steve Perry fan, and that'll never happen. So And there was a rumor going around. I know Stevie saw that about a month ago that he was coming
back. You know who started that? Neil Shaw started that to try to get people to come.
Yeah, I believe that.
It sure did.
This, thankfully, is their last. I'm a huge Journey fan. I just don't like how they're charging my point. And just like the Eagles is another man, $1,000, $500, $1,000. And there's no Glenn Fry, there's
so the cheapest ticket for Journey is $300.
Not the cheapest, but like if you want the 100s, like the lower level, there's 200 or 300. I mean, I'll go back and look at it, but it's not. And I love Journey. I've seen, like I said, I've seen it 4 times. But
Dave, would you go see Journey if Steve Perry was the front man, but the entire rest of the band were Filipinos?
Yes. Yes, I would, because I love Steve Perry. That's great.
But he still hates the Filipinos.
God.
I hope Manny Pacquiao's not listening to this.
They are. They're not anymore.
Yeah, we lost that whole.
We lost our Filipino audience.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love Steve Perry.
And there goes. Look, I was working on. Now somebody's going to get this, and nobody else is. I was working on a sponsorship with Jollibees, and there goes that.
Kenny Curlin's Kiss was my childhood band too, and they still are. They still have been for all these years, but they're almost as big as a train wreck as Journey is with their lineup changes.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that I don't love Kiss or Journey. That's perfect, Stevie. I love those bands, but the fact that let's see. So,
what about Skinnerd? I went to see Skinnerd in Roanoke Rapids in October, September, whenever the hell it was.
Yeah.
And paid a lot for the tickets and had a fantastic time. But I look at it like this, all them boys died out over the years. By the way, it's amazing to me the amount of people that thinks the entire band was killed in the plane crash.
Oh yeah.
As we know, most of them were not, and they reformed Leonard Skinner, and they've just died over the years. So now you got Johnny Van Zant, Ronnie's little brother, who's been the lead singer since '87. You got Ricky Medlock, who was with Leonard Skinner in the early '70s and left to form Blackfoot
and came back.
Yeah, exactly. So
all Jacksonville dudes, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I still, it's like the legacy of Leonard Skinner, and I don't think anybody is sitting there going, "Well, it's just the legacy, it's the spirit." They have that vibe, man. It's So I don't know if
you
Journey's
look at a
the same way or
band.
not.
Look at a band like Foreigner, legendary band.
Now wait a minute. If they're foreigners, are they Filipino?
It might be. So Dave doesn't like them anyway. So
Lou Graham.
Foreigner, actually, I grew up on Foreigner.
Foreigner is touring right now, and they have no original members. So
if for me, with no Lou Graham, it's not Foreigner.
Lou Graham,
gotta have him.
I agree.
I'll tell you this though, Kelly Hampson, who took over for Lou Graham, was just as good singing as Lou Graham.
Yeah, that's correct.
I mean, I'll give him credit. I love Foreigner with Lou Graham, but when Kelly Hampson came in there, he was just as good.
And he's retiring. He wanted to go out on his own. He's 64, I think, 65 now. Something like that, but he wanted to go out like
Lou Graham just put a new album out.
Yeah, he's touring. He's touring back with Foreigner. I don't know how many dates, but he is back with them for some shows. So
there you go. You'll have one original member at that point.
Yeah, so
they got to make sure you hit those shows, and there are those Filipinos there.
I can't believe Dave. We find out all these. Dave's like the least racist guy I know. And then for him to hate Filipinos,
so we thought, Kyle.
So we thought.
Yeah, what do we know?
I hear a Jollibees. By the way, Jollibees is a Filipino chicken chain. The nearest one's in Virginia Beach. They were looking at a Greenville. They were looking at a Greenville store. You think we could get Wham? That's pretty good, Craig.
If we got an imitation,
let me make my Filipino chicken joke. We were looking at a Greenville store for Jollibees, but Dave's ruined that now.
Yep, I'm sure that blame it on Dave. That's
blame it on the
Dave.
Yeah. Hey, we could get Milli Vanilli, Alan.
They're dead. They're dead.
We could do that anyway. I mean, anybody could sing Milli Vanilli. They didn't sing
Alan Vick is a part of the Milli Vanilli tribute band.
If we got Michael McDonald, y'all will be there.
What?
Yeah, he's talking about Michael McDonald.
Has a song called Yomo Be There.
Oh, okay.
Kyle, have you ever seen 40-Year-Old Virgin?
I love that movie.
Yes, I have many years ago.
Okay, there's a part of that movie where they work at I guess it's kind of like Best Buy kind of. And Paul Rudd goes up to his supervisor, says, "I don't mean any harm, but if I have to hear Michael McDonald sing Yamo Be There one more time, I'm going to Yamo burn this place down."
I remember that now.
There you go. Jollibee's is overrated. Parker's or Bojangles is way better.
I've never had Jollibee's. I'd like to try it to determine if it's who put that back on the screen.
A-Win.
It was A-Win.
Put that back on the screen for well, we have confirmed A-Win is another Filipino hater. I cannot believe
man.
the guy who was our top donor before Greg.
Hold on, Kyle. I got good news for you. If we go to the Cubs Nats game in August, I'll take you to there's a few of them in Northern Virginia.
How are they, in your opinion, JR?
How are they?
Yeah.
I've never been.
Well, we're going to go to Jollibee's, so that'll be a big time.
Yeah, and when I go there's going to be people picketing, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, Dave will
they
not
found
enjoy,
out you were there, Dave. And
Dave will not enjoy any spaghetti with hot dogs or Filipino fried chicken.
Anyway.
Yes, that's a real thing. Spaghetti with hot dogs at Jollibee's. Look it up.
With Dave, there'll be no Filipino.
He wouldn't even like that Filipino girl I used to know. It's just unreal.
Oh my gosh!
Wow, I feel like you're still going.
Got any pictures?
No, not of her.
Oh,
this is a long time ago. It was before smartphones.
Okay, so getting back on the sports thing, what'd you guys think of the whole Gino Auriemma?
Oh yeah!
Oh God!
I'm glad you brought that up.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. South Carolina UConn.
Not a fan of Gino's. Never have been.
No, and he showed he did exactly why we don't like him. So many times
being a sore loser.
Yeah, so many times people act like the reason why people hate Gino is because of how many titles he's won. No, I have mucho respect for him. What we don't like is his attitude. He didn't like the fact that Dawn Staley is supposed to bow down to him. Oh my gosh, it's the John Wooden of women's basketball. Oh, you're supposed to put a statue outside the stadium when he's ever around. It's just ridiculous. And I tell you one thing, Dawn Staley, boy, that was about as good as that looked like WWE, Stevie.
It was. It really was.
Well,
I think she could take Gino too.
I think she could.
Yeah.
Both of them are from Philadelphia. I think they were both going to beat each other up or beat them down.
Philadelphia street fight.
Yeah,
you know what though? I think Don Staley thought that was the national championship. You know that we beat Connecticut.
Oh yeah, they forgot how to play today for sure.
They got whacked today. They got big time whacked.
You saw what she did after the game though. She praised the UCLA coach. She went, shook hands with the UCLA coach.
Just to make Gino look like more of an ass than he already looked.
Well, the thing was, Gino talking about she did, it's a tradition. They're supposed to shake hands. There's video of her going down there and shaking hands with Gino before the game. Gino and every coach on his staff.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen that.
And he talked about the girl getting her jersey ripped. The girl, his own player, ripped her own jersey.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
There was video of that too, which he came out with a statement.
Yeah,
UCLA definitely. I mean, they put it on them today but UCLA, with all that, that's what you talk about earlier with people wanting to make sure Trump signed that executive order, making it where all these kids need to stay in. UCLA had 5 seniors out there on the court most of the time.
Wow.
And those 5 seniors, the 5 seniors had scored all the points until late in the game when they started taking them in and out.
That's good. I didn't know that, but I do know that in the Final Four, when the odds were out, Texas was, the number 3 most likely champion, and UCLA was a distant 4th. Like nobody gave them a shot.
I think it's great for women's basketball because UCLA won, and it wasn't UConn or South Carolina.
I agree, Dave.
I think
Speaking of women's basketball, just quickly, how about Heather Macy to Georgia Southern?
Yes, I was going to talk about one of Kyle's teams there, Georgia Southern.
What?
Heather Macy's the new
One
women's
of my
basketball
teams.
Sun Belt. You love the Sun Belt.
You kind of do, Kyle.
Shut up, JR.
I
enjoy Sun Belt football and Sun Belt baseball, but I do think I don't care about Sun Belt basketball. I do think Sun Belt's a fun league. It's a lot more regional than the American. At one time, I wanted to join it because I actually thought it was going to pass the American in football, but it has not. I do think it would be a lot more fun. But I'm gonna call Georgia Southern one of my teams.
Oh wow, Craig!
Craig,
wow. Craig. I think Craig, you could walk to Mary Washington from where you're at, I believe.
And men's basketball. So a D3 school, one with no seniors today on the team. I know it's D3, but in men's basketball at the University of Mary Washington, like Johnny said. So that's really, I didn't know that, Craig. That's very cool. I didn't know they won, and I didn't know you live close to there. So
is that George Washington's wife? Was that Mary Washington?
No, Martha Washington.
Oh, who the hell's Mary Washington?
Craig could go out on his deck and fly a drone over the stadium.
Yeah, Craig, what is the university named after? Who was that lady? Who was Mary Washington?
And thanks to you,
some
Mary
Filipino
Robinson.
lady, probably.
Washington.
She's George's sister.
Is she?
No, I don't know. I hope Craig can tell me.
He's Googling it right now.
Yeah, he is.
One thing for sure, she's not.
But he paid $99.99. He can do whatever he wants to.
That's right.
That's right.
I don't know what you know with the even 100.
So, anybody excited at all about tomorrow night's national championship game?
No.
At all?
I'm not. I may not.
The only reason
George Washington's mother?
Yes.
All right.
The only reason I've got any interest in that game is because I did the bracket challenge with some podcast friends of mine, and I picked Michigan to win it. But there's no possible way I can win. I think because the guy ahead of me's got Michigan to win too, and he can get more points than me. So I can finish second.
Yeah, that just makes you the first loser.
You can be
exactly.
You're going to be the bride, TV.
Ricky Bobby. I'll be Cal. Shake and bake.
If you're not first, you're last.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame. The tournament's had some nice moments, but nobody from anywhere near us.
They're from Fredericksburg. I did not realize that.
Nobody.
He used to live in Richmond. That's why, Kyle. Yeah, probably.
NCAA tournament. Nobody anywhere near us. Sniffing.
Yeah.
The Final Four. So.
I'm going with Michigan all the way. Michigan's going to win it.
I just don't. I know he's a great coach, but I just do not care for Danny Hurley.
Not at all.
I think he would be the 7th coach to have won at least 3 national championships.
Yeah.
Do y'all think? I mean, when you think of the names of people or the coaches that have won those national championships, you think he deserves to be in that?
Bobby Knight.
Who?
Bobby Knight.
John Wooden.
Well, if he wins, then he deserves.
These are not easy times to win a national championship. I mean, I would have to almost.
Yeah, you got to give him all the credit in the world.
Plus, against the spread, the dude is like 19-1, and that's important too.
I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you what they need to do is as soon as he starts barking, give him a technical, and when he barks again, give him another technical, and he'll stop doing the antics.
Well, because if he gets 2, he's out of the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's gone.
That's my point. That's my point. Is get him out of there. Get him out of there. He's way too far to abusing the officials, and then just tee him up, and he's out of there.
He's a great in-game. He's a great in-game coach, but all the other stuff is just hard to swallow sometimes.
And you want to talk about Pickett has the two
But
biggest.
Dave, you got to like him. He's Bobby Hurley's brother. Come on.
I like Bobby Hurley, but I don't have to like him.
Hey, on the flip side, Dusty May seems like a really good dude, but I can't deal with the Fab Five. I can't stand him.
He's not going to North Carolina. For North Carolina fans, he's not going to North Carolina.
I didn't ever think he was going to Carolina.
Nah, I wasn't even.
There's some that are like still out there, and even more the media. He's not leaving Michigan. He's not leaving Michigan. And I think Kyle said it. The one great thing about this whole Carolina coaching search, it's made a lot of coaches richer.
Alan, are you trying to eat your camera? What the hell are you doing?
I had to pick something up. I apologize.
I thought you were sniffing it, like sniffing the lens to see.
That's what Dave Flavin used to call.
That's why I don't get on camera, because I'm looking that close the whole damn time.
Eat your camera.
Remember that?
Sorry, I dropped something. I had to pick it up.
That's literally why I don't get on camera, because I'm looking that close the whole time. And then there's the Alan, like, what are you doing?
Craig just says,
all the losers. Gosh, how would you pick them though? I mean, they would have to have.
What was that? All
the losers for the worst coaches and players of all time. I mean,
Scotty Montgomery.
Coaches I could see, but the players, you got a lot of guys that don't get to play.
They would have a lot of people in.
Yeah, the players really couldn't work, but coaches, yeah, Scotty Montgomery, Ellis Johnson. Ellis Johnson may be the worst coach in history.
John Thompson.
Here's Josh.
Hey,
Josh. Since Josh is watching now, I want some self gratification here. When we were
that on your own time, okay?
I know.
I knew something was coming.
I didn't word that correctly. I don't think it was that shot I took of bourbon for the Ward Davis comment. I think it went to my head.
Yeah, I just heard shot, hit, self gratification. I knew it was coming.
Josh will tell everybody out there. Hey, pipe down, Stevie. Josh, out there when it was 9-4 Charlotte, I said we're winning this game. We are gonna win this game, and Josh will tell you that. I knew we were.
Thing, and I got in the shower. And boom.
He's sipping bourbon right now too,
and he didn't even hear. Yeah, okay.
Josh, Ward Davis.
How about Ward Button?
Oh yeah, Ward Button.
Cat skid steer loader.
See that?
I wish I could have shot something through the window.
Oh yeah. Why didn't you throw your helmet? Because that helmet would fit through the window. Oh, good old Ward. Good old.
You talk about worst coaching of all time. How about the Westmore tenure at East Carolina? That didn't go very well.
What, like 15 minutes?
Yeah, maybe.
Wow.
I had a joke. I'm not going to say it.
That's still the damnedest thing I've ever seen.
The guy that we hired, the women's coach.
Yeah,
he
was a coach for a half hour, literally.
Yeah, it was quite strange.
Yeah,
I think the worst coaching, just because I'm very familiar with the program.
Oh my God, I couldn't watch this without bourbon. A-Win. Wow.
A-Win. You gave us money, but you gave us money though, A-Win.
What kind of bourbon, A-Win?
Has any basketball tenure going well? How about speaking of worst coaches, Ricky Stokes?
Yeah.
Basketball.
I'm going to go back again. I was trying to say earlier, Ellis Johnson to Southern Miss was about the best I've ever seen.
Was it 0-11?
0-12.
0-12, yeah.
0-12, taking over for Fedora, and had a ton of talent back, and they were just god awful.
I couldn't believe that.
Woodford Reserve bourbon.
What is it now?
The type of bourbon.
Woodford Reserve.
Yeah, Woodford Reserve. Yeah, that's good. That's good bourbon. It's good. There's no Buffalo Trace, but it is good bourbon.
Buffalo.
What about you, Alan? What kind of bourbon do you drink, Alan?
Not early times. I used to drink a little early times.
He's going to the bottom shelf there. Save your money.
Nothing but the best, baby.
Woodford is.
I just get some.
Woodford.
Mad Dog 2020.
I mean, I like Jim Beam. I think people make fun of Jim Beam. I think Jim Beam's a good cheap bourbon.
I agree. George Dickel as well. Although George Dickel's not typically, it's not technically a bourbon. It's a whiskey, Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah.
But
where would Rich Rodriguez fall?
What?
He's
you can't know. He's
Rich
not
Rodriguez is a great coach.
Yeah, he's not in that class.
No.
What in the world, Craig? I don't even understand why you made that reference.
Hey, Craig, Ward Davis.
Craig been drinking bourbon too?
I don't.
If you have that, Craig, you need to start.
I didn't, until y'all brought it up and it became a thing. I didn't know I mentioned Ward Davis that off. So I mentioned him more than Cody Jenks. Well, you know what? He needs the promotion more.
Oh man, Craig says that you're a Boone's Farm guy.
You get strawberry or apple, Kyle? What's your preference there?
I get the new Mango Bango.
Okay.
Josh says he has a number of bottles of Maker's Mark that he refuses to open.
That's probably a good idea.
Why?
It's a collector's item.
He can't get the wax off the top.
The most embarrassing alcohol, I'm old enough to remember when we drank wine coolers.
Oh, yeah.
Bottles of James.
And don't say weed.
Bottles of James.
I've never had a wine cooler in my life.
Well, we can change that, JR.
They actually were not bad. They were not bad at all. I mean,
does anybody still make them? I know at one point Seagram's was still making them.
Seagram's, thanks.
Seagram's does. My mom drinks one every once in a while.
Kyle, they've been replaced by hard seltzer.
What about
they have.
What about
ranch water, that kind of thing?
I'll do the THC seltzers that they have out now, but that's the only seltzers I've messed with. I'm not drinking any of the foo seltzer drinks, but the THC seltzers are pretty good.
Maker's Mark Ambassador.
Maker's Mark Ambassador too. All right, there you go. Maker's
Mark. That's a good one.
Yeah. The official bourbon of the Sports Objective.
If you like weeded bourbon, that's a good one. And I do. Same with Buffalo Trace. That's weeded too.
Yes, Buffalo Trace is really good. It's smooth.
But if you're going with what is Craig drinking tonight? Hold on.
That Woodford Reserve, I think is what he said.
Yeah, the Woodford Reserve Double Oak is good.
Josh says he has another bottle of Sup vodka that won't get open until we get to Omaha.
Yeah,
nice.
The orange,
Zima.
right, Josh?
Good
I think
God.
Josh has got the orange.
Craig.
Zima.
Ladies
Zima.
God, no, they were rancid.
Zima, Memphis, Tennessee, was responsible for Zima.
Woo.
Of the malt beverages, the Cutwaters, the seltzers, the non-beer or liquor pre-bottled drinks. What would be
No one
y'all?
does it like the bull.
What will be the? No, I'm not talking about Schlitz. I mean, I'm talking
I just
about
like the commercials.
the bull crap.
too,
The foo drinks. What would be your favorite pre-packaged foo drink?
I don't drink them, to be honest.
You do, yeah. You won't down on a hot day. You won't down a Mike's Hard Lemonade or a.
Is that
I'll drink a Mike's Hard Lemonade. Yeah.
That's headache in a can. I mean,
what about a twisted tea?
No, too much. No.
What about this?
So I told you what I did Thursday night. The amount of sugar laden alcohol I put in my body Thursday night. If I didn't get a hangover from that, I'm never going to.
No doubt. Unfortunately, I'm not built like you are.
Friday to take a shower.
Say what now?
Is that why
I said, unfortunately, I'm not built like you are, like that, because anything with high sugar kicks me like a mule the next morning.
Say that again, Alan. What you said?
I was talking about drinking sugar and alcohol on Thursday. I asked him if that was why he waited until Friday to take a shower.
Yes.
Smirnoff Ice.
Woo! God.
Smirnoff Ice. Wow.
RTAs, ready to drink. Fastest growing segment, JR, right. Ascorbic acid and Mike's is rough. Thank you, Awin. I've never had a Mike's lemonade.
None of it, like for whatever reason. Now I have a hernia, and it will bother me. All right, so I'll tell you guys. I won't go into detail with the amount I drank Thursday night when we went out, but
How many?
Who asked that?
I did, Dave.
Okay. If you want the lineup, this is what I did Thursday night.
You had Ripple, didn't you, Kyle?
Sham Pipple.
I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth.
I had 3 beers. Each beer had with a shot of tequila. And then we left the Mexican restaurant and we started hitting up the bars. And I was drinking Jack and Cokes. I drank 3 Jack and Cokes. Then I switched to liquid marijuanas, which is a mixed drink very similar to a Long Island iced tea. And I had 3 of those. So yeah, it was a good amount of liquor. And surprisingly, I wake up Friday morning. The only problem I have a hernia that I'm gonna have to have surgery on, so I had a tore up stomach from that. But in terms of like headache, vomiting, none of that. For whatever reason, I got a pretty high tolerance.
Wow. Well, I wouldn't wake up for a week.
Hey, y'all remember that drink?
The wellness check, we got to go to
Then
winter.
you got professionals like JR who he doesn't even go into what he drinks. He's just.
Y'all remember that drink back in the 80s?
I was ignoring that.
Hey, no. I'm not ignoring. Occasionally I got to let the dog out. I just came back. What did I miss?
Ooh, let the dog out.
I said I gave my lineup. I said somebody like JR is a professional drinker, doesn't even give their lineup.
Oh, no. Well, my lineup is don't do what you did the other night. I don't know if you repeated it like you did to me, but you mix like everything. You mix beer, tequila, bourbon, and whatever the hell is in a liquid
marijuana.
Yeah, whatever the hell is in there. Who knows?
A lot of different things. It's kind of like Long Island.
No, I don't go that way.
Speaking of things you don't mix, I think I mentioned this before: draft beer and antibiotics.
You did.
Oh,
you did.
Whoa.
You did.
Whoa.
Actually, Alan, antibiotics and any type of alcohol would probably be a bad combo.
Yeah. And I really did not know that. Seriously,
yeah.
I was
draft beer is probably your best choice.
Yeah.
So light. That's right, Johnny. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah. Man, good stuff. Stevie.
Y'all remember that drink back in the 80s?
Josh, don't let that stop. Josh, by the way, don't let that stop you just because you don't like her.
That drink back in the 80s they called Cisco.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I never drank it, but I saw somebody drink it. They said it was like cough syrup.
I've had it one time. I had it one time when I was about 20.
But they were
you know what I
claiming
can't you know what I can't stand, and I haven't had it in years. I don't know if anybody likes it. I can see JR maybe saying he likes it. He's either gonna like it or hate it. Jaeger.
No, I'm not a Jaeger guy. No,
okay.
No.
Been a long time.
I hate black licorice, so I'm naturally going to hate Jaeger because it tastes like black licorice.
Do you have a Jaeger bomb?
I've never had a Jaeger bomb. I've drank straight Jaeger, and I hate it because it tastes like black licorice.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't deal with Southern Comfort either, to be honest with you. The name, it sounds like something I would like, but no.
You know like how sweet it is?
Southern Comfort and Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to pass.
It's too sweet, man.
Yeah.
God. Good God.
One of my favorites, we're going to do big strengths, is I like just Crown Apple with Sprite. Just simple Crown Apple with Sprite is great.
Yeah.
Kyle is the official bartender of the Sports Objective.
He is, and he's I'm holding 2 cans of Squirt, which I'm going to poison with some tequila at some point, and then report back to Kyle. Yeah, but I have not done that yet. I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity.
Get you a lime wedge to go with that, and Palomas are great.
I'll report back to you.
The hangovers hurt worse than they used to.
That's
Hank
right.
Jr. was right. He was right.
All my rowdy friends have settled down, Kyle.
I'm on.
Wow.
Haven't settled down as yours.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. The NIT championship game is getting wild. Tulsa was down 21 and winning by 2 with 44 seconds to go.
Nice. I didn't even know that was on. I would be watching that.
I didn't know
Who's
that.
Tulsa playing in for the NIT championship?
I didn't even know.
Auburn.
Oh, get it for the American Golden Hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Do it for your conference. The red, white, and the
Do
blue.
it for your conference.
So
The red, white, and the blue.
Alan, so much for that theory that, okay, the last team out, they're just going to lay down in the NIT because they don't want to be there. Well, Auburn was pretty much the last team out, and they're like, hey, we got something to prove, which is goes to coaching. To me, that says they have the right coach.
Right. Yeah, they were the last team out, and they were a 1 seed. Tulsa was a 1 seed in the NIT as well. So I mean, yeah, I agree. That's a great point, JR. I mean, I enjoy the NIT. I've watched a lot of it. I mean,
yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't realize it was on tonight.
I was thinking early this week.
I'm in baseball mode. I've watched zero basketball.
Anybody watched any? We talked about the football, the Louisville Kings with Steve Logan as offensive coordinator. Anybody checked any of that out?
Stevie said he was watching a little UFL.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, it was Birmingham and Houston was playing a while ago.
Oh yeah, well we haven't talked any spring football. We're going to have a spring football breakdown. You know, the obvious talking point, besides just overall on offense, is who's going to be the starting quarterback. We're not going to know coming out of spring ball. That's going to go into fall as it should. But I have a feeling it's going to end up being God, I can't think of his name now. The Miami kid. Help me out, somebody.
I can't remember his name.
Williams.
Yes, Williams. I think is.
I was muted.
Yeah, because when you look at and the primary reason I think that is because the guy who's probably going to be our big play wide receiver on the outside has been practicing with him for years now, so they have that familiarity, and so I think that's going to give him a bit of an advantage coming into the season.
Man, I'm feeling good about those wideouts.
Yeah,
I didn't think Ray was going to be one of the top targets.
It looks like it. It looks like it.
If he is, oh my goodness, because we know what Landon Sides can do, and we know what Brock Spalding can do.
We've heard. I've heard good things about Ray in practice. So
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome.
Coach is high on him, and guys, I'm telling you, our football team is going to be really good. And one of the things that we talked about is I believe we've done very well in the portal, especially with offensive line, right?
I like on paper. I like our offensive line. I like the potential of our receivers, and I like the potential of our running backs. I honestly, despite losing one running back to graduation and then 2 to Power 4 schools,
doesn't bother me at all.
I like our running backs room. I really don't think we have any drop off there. I think we're just as good there as we were. The wide receiver room is solid. I think it has a lot of potential. And I think on the O-line, we're still looking for depth. We offered a kid the other day that's still sitting in the portal. Apparently, NC State has some interest in him too. Iga thinks we have a good chance to get him, depending on how much interest NC State has. If NC State is serious about him, we ain't going to outbid them. But if they're not, we're his best offer so far. I'm really surprised he's still sitting in the portal. Honestly, he was. I have to go look at his name see where he played, but. He was a starter at the FCS or D2 level at a high level.
Okay.
So a kid we may add for some offensive line depth.
Hey, that's great. And what about on the defensive side of the ball, D-line?
We're creeping into doing a full-blown preview.
Yeah, we'll get into everything.
Oh, I know. I'm just doing a quick. This is not a whole preview.
D-line, Coach really believes in the players he develops, and we're kind of where we were last year, where besides Carr and a couple of other guys, the D line's kind of unknown. But I trust this coaching staff with D line development. I think we'll be fine.
Overtime in
the NIT. So
I trust that the defensive linemen won't be playing with any handguns during the offseason either.
Well, if they do, as long as it turned out like it did last time, we'll be all right.
Oh wow! Tulsa had a 5-second violation. I guess they couldn't get the ball, and wow.
Man, that sounds like a heck of a game that I'm not
watching.
All right, guys, why don't we get out of here? We've been going 2 hours and turn on the Tulsa game. Watch the end of it.
Yeah, that's
That sounds like a
Seems
plan.
like a good idea, Kyle.
That's the best idea you had since Thursday night, Kyle.
You know what? You could be right.
Well, speaking of Thursday night, that's a nice segue. We'll have our on deck show, and that will be we're going to be going to Tulane, and we'll try to get our good friend Corey Glore on. So we'll be working.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, Craig, if Craig is still watching, I wanted to ask him a question, but I want to ask him when Justin's on as well. It's an umpire question. I have a way to tweak the system, and I just want to get their feedback on it. So, Craig, tune in. What are we doing?
Thursday or Sunday, one or the other.
Thursday night, and I'm going to run something by you.
All right, Stevie, you got anything before we get out of here?
No, this is a good show tonight. Appreciate the donations tonight from Craig and Awen.
No doubt.
Yeah, very much so. Thank you, guys.
Alan, Vic, you have anything, bro?
Happy Easter. Thanks for the donations, and I'm really happy we found that second pilot.
All right. Oh, yeah. The F-15 pilot. I thought you said
we found him
you
safe.
broke up a little bit.
I didn't know where you were going. I didn't know.
I wanted to mention the pilot before we left. That was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was big. That was big.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yep.
All right, Kyle, you got anything, bro?
I'll just quote our president and say praise Allah.
All right, Johnny.
No.
All right.
See y'all on Thursday.
Well,
looking forward to it.
My only thing I'm going to say, War Davis. Good night, everybody, and go Pirates.
Dang it!
That's the.
You're watching The Sports Objective, the podcast for Pirates.